I'm good.
It's nice to watch a beautiful friendship.
Yeah, sometimes it's beautiful, sometimes not.
All right, so tonight, and really since the All-Star break, Luka, the rhythm has been there for you. From three, you're at around 43% on 11 attempts. That's a high volume. Where have you found that rhythm, especially from outside?
Just getting my legs back. Before All-Star, I missed 4 games, so it kind of gave me some time to recover. So just getting my legs back and being confident.
I mean, look, both ends are working right now. In this 4-game winning streak, you're about plus 70. What have you seen from the units that you've been out there on the floor with?
I mean, just great stuff. I think we're raising up in the right direction. I think we're doing a lot of good things. I think today they scored 130, which is a little bit more. We kind of play a little bit relaxed, but we got to win. That's what matters.
We had talked about the defense being better of late. Chicago plays at a super high pace, so the score was going to be up. Wondered, what do you think LeBron brought back to this, kind of fitting into that flow and just being athletic and defensive as well?
Very big game for him, just to come back and do stuff like he does. It's very big for him. We got to get him some more shots and keep getting him involved in offense. I think he did a great job today.
Last one for you. Big game coming up against Denver. You just saw them last week. I know you've gone against Jokic many times. What's the key to beating the Nuggets?
Obviously, limit Jokic. Kind of all you can do is make it hard on him. But we got to play the defense we've been playing this last couple of games and try to get a win.
Thank you, Luka.
Thank you.
All right, Billy, not a bad night for Luka Dončić.
Not too bad. 51. And
in Tuesday's win over the Timberwolves, combining for 62 points. Luka stuffed the stat sheet, finishing with a 31, 11, and 11 triple-double, while Austin Reeves also scored 31 while adding 7 boards and 8 assists in the win. So Fish, Luka, and Austin have been clicking. They've kind of picked up the slack big time with LeBron being out. What have you seen in terms of the pace and the spacing and just the way they've played off each other?
Well, they're very connected just personally. I mean, I feel like I see more videos and links to them just being best friends and being silly without being on the court. And so that chemistry, I think, carries over onto the basketball court. It's like they know where to find each other. They know how to operate next to each other, but also giving each other space to be the best versions of themselves. And the spacing on the floor looks really good when those two guys are able to, they're initiating offense, sharing the basketball, and making plays for themselves and others. And so, it'll be great to see LeBron back tonight so that, again, the team can start to blend into how do they need to play when all 3 of those guys are available.
Yeah, I think they mix well. I mean, I think they understand that, they both are extremely efficient when they had the ball in their hand. They do similar things. I mean, Reeves is just an amazing, in traffic, his ball handling skills. They both know how to draw fouls very well. So I think it's a trust factor. And I think Fisher's right. I think when LeBron comes back, when he came back early, he was playing more off ball, playing that baseline area and playing more of a role. But it's just going to be interesting to see how the coaching staff, if he plays LeBron less minutes in the first quarter, bring him out and allow Reeves and Luka to play and then bring him back in. Those are the kind of tweaks that are going on right now. But yeah, I think Reeves and Luka, though, they're friends and they just trust one another on the floor.
All right, guys, sticking with Luka, he's closing in on the all-time single-season lead for most three-pointers in franchise history. D'Angelo Russell is the leader, #1 all-time with 226. Austin Reeves at 224-25. And here's Luka this year at 199. He is 27 three-pointers away with 17 games left from taking the all-time record. So this should be fun as Luka goes down the stretch and he passes Austin tonight. I'm sure they'll have some fun with that in the locker room. But Fish, the 3-ball has been falling for Luka at a high clip, especially since the All-Star break.
Yeah, early in the season, we talked about it, not his struggles, but his percentages were a little bit lower. I think when LeBron was out early in the year and the team was trying to find ways to be effective offensively, he was having to do a lot of creating his own threes off the dribble. You saw here that first clip, that's a catch and shoot, 3-point shot made. And having Austin Reeves back in the lineup helps with that. And then also just over the course of the season, your body adjusts, you adapt to what is required to play well and be successful. Came into the season more fit and able to get stronger and peak at the right time, and you're seeing that in his performance.
I haven't seen a player, I mean, there are players, but Luka is one of the best at separating from the defense. It's a combination of his ball handling skills, which is somewhat unorthodox as well, and then that amazing step back that he has. So I watched him, Gita, when we were down doing a pregame watch. He was right behind us. He's just a natural shooter. Easy. It doesn't take a lot of effort, it seems like, even though he's strong upper body. But I think his separation, being able to get away from the defense. And then when Reeves or LeBron are in the game, he's playing very well off the ball when he passes and moves into open spaces after the defense has been collapsed. He's getting a lot of open, wide open shots himself.
Big Game, I got a question for you. You played against Larry Bird.
Yeah.
What are the similarities? And to me, his shot almost gets up behind his head a little bit, similar to Larry Bird. Like, what do you see when you watch Luka?
They're both strong. It's crazy upper body, and it doesn't require a lot of energy. Bird was mostly up here already and just cocked and ready to go. Luka's the same way in a similar ways. It doesn't take a lot of energy. It's not a jump shot. It's a little lift, but not much to shoot from the upper body, and it's just hard to get to. It's very mechanical. It's not like most jump shots. It's up here. It's ready to go. It's ready. Boom. Follow through.
Such a great point. And James, no one would ever say Larry Bird or Luka Dončić are the fastest guys to ever play basketball, but their ability to create space as well, that body type and just that physicality, but also deceptively faster than you think.
Well, anybody you have to guard that close, Larry Bird wasn't super quick, but he was a lethal shooter. So you had to be up
in
close.
Space, yeah.
And so, he didn't have to be super quick once you were that close to him. He just used his body and angles. Super smart player. I hated guarding him. It reminds me, Luka kind of reminds me, he's a more modern player, has a little bit more ball handling skills, but the shot itself, and you could be playing pretty good defense, be really close to him, but once he got it up there, man, it was...
It's great. We refuse to show Larry Bird B-roll here. The team overall shooting, by the way, if you look at the last 7 games from 3, 39%. If you want to take it deeper, you go 25 games. They're in the top 15, right? And then the top 10 offense over the last 25 to 34 games. So it's trending upwards, Fish. Is that because of the spacing and the ball movement? Luke Kennard helps joining as well? Luke
Kennard helps a great deal. Austin Reeves returning and being healthy and able to sustain his presence out on the court. Luka, he's had a couple nights where he's had to rest and gotten banged up, but the team has found some consistency in play and performance offensively because they are a really talented team on that end of the floor. Can they sustain the defensive effort is more of the question mark, but this team has ability offensively and will be a tough matchup in the postseason.
All right, guys, Luka Dončić scored.
Before tip-off, our panel of experts break down the day's matchup.
He's proven to be a threat offensively. I love that little mid-range game. Very impressed.
And after the final buzzer, head back to the studio for post-game reaction, highlights, and interviews.
When you got the size advantage and the skill advantage, you take over, and that's what he did tonight.
Access Sportsnet Lakers, pre- and post-game coverage on Spectrum Sportsnet.
Back on Access with a look at the upcoming schedule for the Lakers. After tonight, it's a Saturday showdown with the Nuggets on ABC. Then the Lakers take the show on the road, starting with back-to-backs with the Rockets. Then it's a matchup with Bam. Adebayo just came with an 83-point performance. And then the Heat, March 19th. All right, before we move into the next stretch of games, guys, let's look back at some of the plays from the Lakers' 2 big wins, Knicks and Minnesota, Sunday and Tuesday. Let's start with Sunday.